Saturday evening, 7:30 at night, 12th of June 2021. In the Comune, the local suburb, precinct if you're American, county if you're English, suburb if you're Australian, what they call them in Canada, Scorze. I'm in the province of Venice, in the region of Veneto, in the Comune, the local town of Scorze, where they produce the Aprilia motorbike. Also, they produce the San Benedetto sparkling mineral water and clear mineral water. So they export all over the world. You get it from a well underneath here where I sit now, 350 meters. Comes down from the Alps, pre-Alps, under the ground. That's where they extract it from. Anyway, tomorrow I'm heading out to Grappa. They call it Monte Grappa. Monte Grappa is the Rosario. That's where it's the massive cemetery to the Austrian and Italian dead who fought the First World War. It's not far from here. If you're in that direction, probably 20 k's, 30 k's. That's World War One Italian front line. That's neither here nor there. Let's talk about what's happening on a macro level in the world. It's crypto. Yeah. I'm just wondering, I just read on, I did a Google search, the creators of Bitcoin kept 1 million. That's like 100 trillion Satoshis, like 1 cent coins. They kept 1 million of them. I know what they tend to do with them. I don't know who the creator is. But I'm a bit concerned that Bitcoin's becoming commercialized. The productization of Bitcoin derivatives, talking about ETFs, scaling. I'm trying to get away from centralism and decentralize DeFi, decentralized finance. I mean, the creators of Bitcoin, we don't know who they are. For that reason alone, I think they would like to have kept it anonymous, untraceable, private, from just me and you business. People bag Peter Schiff, James Turk, who were advocates of precious metals, but when you're dealing with precious metals, one of the most private things you can do. I mean, I can meet someone, make an arrangement verbally at work, or just meet them at a coffee shop, discussion, or I want to buy such and such of a product, I'll pay you in silver. Oh yeah, I'll meet you here, we can meet here. Unless there's cameras or there's microphones hidden in the side of the road, no one knows about it. It's just a transaction between him and I. Private. Well, I'm a bit concerned about Bitcoin because it's a distributed ledger and everyone can see how much Bitcoin you have, how much you've purchased, deposits. And the authorities, it's so easy for them to trace. It's traceable. They can't confiscate it, but they know how much you've bought. It concerns me. So I'm pretty interested in the Monero pirate chain. I'm still trying to get hold of some pirate chain. They call it. Which private. So cryptography is important. They tried to crack Monero. Even the government agencies in the United States, they offered them $650,000 could crack it. No one has. Apart from that, educating people here. The young people have got a general idea what's going on, but people my age and I just haven't got a clue. Nothing. Zero. Concerns me, but then again, the Italians are pretty resourceful people. But I like when I go on my bike, ride everywhere, drive everywhere, see asparagus, radicchio, strawberries, cherries, potatoes, food. What's your wealth? What's Bezos worth? He hasn't got any food to eat. What's his wealth worth? Nothing. Health. Simon Dixon, Bank to the Future. he has some good videos after his workouts on Twitter. The importance of staying healthy. I mean, you only live once, and not very long at all. Unless we can come up. That's one thing that people don't talk about these days. Not talking about. They're talking about this COVID virus. It's inconsequential compared. Make a comparison amount of deaths. People die from cancer every day here, like it's 1,500, I think. No, 500 in the United States. It's 1,500 a day from tumours. So no one wants to talk about it because that's what we die from: a tumour, heart disease, or I don't know. There's three main causes of death, human death: heart disease and cancer. And no one's found a cure for it. And all this money, billions, sort of chemotherapy, immunotherapy. And no one's ever looked at Walter Longo's idea on fasting, and Sinclair on eating less, one meal a day. There's evidence out there that it works. Some people say, it's anecdotal. It's not. It's done all the research and data. I just saw this French guy, for an example, just something that interests me. He had stage 4 prostate cancer, had all in his bones. He just stopped eating for 20 days and went away. Because human existence, as we've lived, we've got this abundance of food everywhere for the last, say, 60 years. Before that, I think my father was just eating. He was born in 1930. I think my grandfather was just eating one meal a day, like cornmeal and a bit of green lettuce, if he was lucky. And during hard times, I was like eating maybe twice a week. But my great-grandmother, my great-grandfather didn't die from cancer. They had heart failure. So the cause of death up until I think the 1960s wasn't cancer. It was like people died. This is what I've read throughout human history. We're dying from turf wars, killing each other, bacteria, infection, virus, cholera, drinking polluted water, all those sorts of things. But people were thin. People weren't dying of cancer, tumours. It was like a wealthy person's disease. The wealthy ate like 10 meals a day. Like poor people are kept busy all the time working in the fields. They eat one meal a day and they'll be completely exhausted by the end of the day. And probably most of them died from industrial accidents or a disease, some sort of infection. Anyway, I'm no expert on it, but I've read up a lot about it. But no one's talking about metabolic diseases. So this COVID, cancer is like in the United States. This is what I've read. This past heart disease. 1,500 people dying a day. I watched YouTube videos. A lot of young people, 30s, and that's it's stomach cancer. You got stage 3, 4 stomach cancer. That's basically incurable. Just permeates all part of the body. Lungs, lung cancer, pancreatic cancer, very hard, possible to cure. His character, Musk, kind of disappointed me when he did the dirty on Bitcoin. Accepted it, then rejected it to the back face. And a lot of, decent, ordinary working class are trying to save what little money, wealth they have left. And looks like Bitcoin is that alternative. I was interested in it until about a year ago. Kind of addicted to it. Anyway, tomorrow my aim is to ride for 3 hours straight, or at least 2 hours, hard, continuous climbing up a mountain, a 1,700 metre climb. At the top of it I'll do a film, and I'll ask you people, where would you prefer, based on what information we know about Mars. No one's been there, no one's lived there, but we've seen plenty of images. Or would you prefer what I'm going to share tomorrow or Mars? I mean, you say, oh, something terrible might happen. So we've got to be an interplanetary species. I mean, we've had this economic inequality, class inequality for hundreds of years. I can talk to people on the phone 20,000 kilometres away. I can talk to you now. We can't solve the problem of inequality. Bitcoin, I think, is the solution. Why is Musk investing money into that? Why is he investing money into metabolic treatments for cancer? Oh, he's got Neuralink. Yeah, well, okay, it's going to help people with brain damage, and that's good. What about cancer? My sister works with linear accelerators. It's basically high powerful UV rays which reduce the size of tumours. It doesn't get the stem cells. It grows back. Musk's doing it as Neuralink. No. Cancer is just destroys the most insidious disease known to man. Having your life cut short. Today I went for a swim, thoroughly enjoyed it. This morning I listened to a philosophical discussion about Albert Camus, about existentialism. I've reduced my hours of work. Less money, but I'll tell you what, it's taken a lot of pressure off me. So I'm actually living now. Ordinarily on a Saturday and a Sunday I'm just occupied at work. Should be good tomorrow. I'm looking forward to it. And anyway, until next time.